Hi everyone. I hope you all are having a great, glorious day. I have a very important message and I'm going to read my cards, okay? Um, as I was learning during my godly hour that I've started to do every day, a tear started to fall from my right eye. And I wasn't feeling any sadness or thinking about anything sad. It just started to fall. And this happens every once in a while, okay? Um, yes, this can be symbolic to someone else crying sometimes, or it can even be my soul, my higher self crying, um, possibly about the thought of strictly being on earth for a mission and never being able to live my life is how I feel. And what I mean by living my life, I don't mean by partying up, partying, going out every other weekend, or that's not what I mean by live my life. I mean by having children, raising my children up, having a loving family of my own, um, being able to watch the seeds that I've planted grow and benefit others. Um, just sitting on all of these ideas. Um, Being able to see the world living truly united as one, you know. And although this saddens me in the inside, maybe a tear fell because of this so-called mission feeling that I feel like I'm on, that a lot of people may feel like they're on. Um, the feeling that tells me that I must stay strong always, no matter what I'm going through, you know. The same feeling that says I can't afford to mess this up, mess anything up. I can't afford to make a mistake. Or by not standing firm, you are showing weakness. You know, a lot of times we feel like if we cry, if we feel any type of way besides being strong, showing emotion, that's weakness. Even if we know that crying is a strength, we still feel the same way. But knowing that you walk beside God righteously, but others who claim that they are of God condemn you and try to dim your light while you search for just one honest person in the world, one honest place to worship and serve God, you know, internally knowing that the no perfect people allowed line is true and it is also righteous. But on the flip side, your wisdom asks you, yeah, even though we are not perfect, should we not aim to be so? Should we not seek improvement in our everyday lives? Or should we sit in the same seat we arrived in? Also, the part of me that forces spiritual growth and is forcing spiritual growth within me at this very moment. When faced with trials and tests, now that we have more wisdom and clarity of what's going on, choosing love and peace quicker than before. Still skeptical of people and things, but showing love regardless of how we feel. Asking questions and getting to know this person or this thing beyond the surface. Speaking of beyond the surface, we are so much more than our surface. We are so much more than our mistakes. We are even more than our wins and our rewards. I'm going to let that sink in. And I'm going to end with this. We are all chosen to still be here. We have all sinned willingly and sometimes due to lack of knowledge, lack of knowing. We must know that mistakes are inevitable, although change is a choice. And could this change that I speak of be referring to aiming towards perfection? Maybe. By perfection, not what you were taught by others as a means to define perfection, but the way you define perfection. What is perfection to you? What is perfection for you in your life? What can be perfected in your life? And how? And most importantly, what has God made important to you in your life? Because what is important to you and what God has made important to you may not be important to the next person. Therefore, it's not really good to compare yourself or compare your definitions to certain things to other people. You know, you have to look towards God. Knowing that God is available all day, every day, is very crucial to you, to your family, to the people that you love. You know, God is not just available on Sundays and Wednesdays. He's available all throughout the week, all times. If you believe in time or not, God is always there. And once you begin to call on God, you will also begin to see your connection with God strengthen. And as your connection strengthens with God, it will at times weaken. And what do I mean by weaken? What I mean when I say that your connection will begin to strengthen with God, but it will also at times weaken, is God will begin to test you. You will go from feeling like God is right beside you at times, most times, in the same room even. You'll start seeing experiences, having experiences, seeing signs that are breathtaking, and you will know God is with you. Then there will come moments that you feel disconnected from God, like He's far away from you. But this doesn't mean that God isn't leaving you or leaving your side or is not with you. This is only a test. You know, you see, this is a test to see what you've learned. And if you will still listen to what God has taught you, what God has said to you, even when He's not holding your hand. Just like a teacher grading your assignment, the teacher will come back, just like God will come back in that strong connection that you've created, again, with commentary, signs, and judgment. Just like you're being graded. God's presence is all around us, always. If I can have hope, faith, and fortitude, living the life that I lived, given the cards that I was given, with nothing to show at this time, then so can you. The babies are watching, and God is using them too. At early ages even. I've seen it with my own eyes. We can all learn from each other. And I do believe that one day the earth and the universe will be truly united as one. Truly. I just hope that I am here to see it and that I am not too seasoned enough to enjoy it with my youthfulness. God bless you all. I hope that you guys receive this message. Although I am reading the cards, I hope that you guys took the meat and spit out the bones. Okay? I want you guys to have a blessed day. Thank you. Something just really felt strong in me to deliver this message today. And I hope it was received to those who needed to hear. He who has an ear, let them hear. Bye, guys.